Welcome to the Trading Titans podcast. Today we are going to be hacking dollar CAD. So it should be quite interesting, right? So I'm going to try and do this live, okay? Because it is actually a live market now. But before I go into that, let's just look at today's quote. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Now, what does that mean for me? Obviously, from a trading point of view, I think we think a lot about what we're going to get at the other end. So we try and imagine a few scenarios. Trading is difficult, it's hard, I don't have time, it's a scam, I lost too much money, people lose too much money. So there are a lot of imaginary things we come up with. I personally don't think people have the experience, nor I don't even think they have the years in this business to actually conclude. I mean, the people who do conclude on this a lot tend to be people who have a limited amount of time in the business, and this is probably where it's all coming from. But reality is often a different picture, and there is nothing like experiencing something on your own, like actually doing it, physically getting the experience, and in many cases just admitting that you need help or something is wrong. It's pretty crucial. So we kind of have to separate a sort of fiction from reality, and I know in this business it can be hard. I mean, there's a lot out there, so it's a bit to get your mind around, but taking the advice of the old Seneca, it's worth doing. Alright, let's not waste any time. So I'm just gonna basically, so this is my profile chart, as everyone can see. Awesome stuff. Now I'm just gonna take a brief look at dollar CAD. Now, there are a couple of hacks I'm going to show you like immediately, talking about speed analysis. Now, this price area right here, that's going to be traded, right? This is going to get traded, right? It could be a week or 2 weeks from now, but when we get to this point, I'm going to raise this chart again and tell you that this here is what we call an market inefficiency, right? So that is going to be traded. So it took me less than a minute to work that out, and we're going to the proofs are going to be on the table. And when we get down this zone, I'm actually going to make this trade. I'm going to publish it here. Right, so that's the first hack I'm going to tell you guys. So one of the important things about using Market Perfect, if you want to know how I came up with that and you want to have a bit more of an idea, then I suggest you check out the client room. Right, I do this live pretty much every day, right? Mainly on the day frame, but I do it live, and I also do it live across the weekly profile, which is what you're looking at here right now, is a weekly profile with 4-hour rotations on dollar Canadian. Right, so if you want to know how I done this, right, just basically take a look at our client room, and you'll have a pretty damn good idea. Right, so that's the first hack. But so what's dollar CAD going to do right now? Now I'm going to tell you guys right now, we are going to trade. And that's my quick analysis, okay? We're going to trade at least 128.95, and I'm going to make provision for 129.40. All right, so I expect us to get that for dollar CAD. Maybe not this week, but huge. It could be by tomorrow, okay? But if not by tomorrow, I suspect by next week we're going to be doing that. All right, so that's the first deduction I'm going to make. Now, secondly, I expect there to be some volatility, and I do fully expect us to also trade, most likely next week, within the same week, okay, 127.31. So there's going to be about a two-way move here, right? So it's just about timing, and I will walk you guys through the best way when to get in, when to stay out, sort of thing. But at this point in time, judging by the way things are developing, I would say there's a very good chance that we're going to do some more upside on dollar CAD, and we're probably going to be looking at the 129 handle. Okay, so the 129 handle is where we think dollar CAD is going to be. So it's going to be a pretty strong move, all right? And we're going to follow this one through, and we're going to see how it works out. But with the same token, right, we know that there's going to be a trade at 127.30, right? Most likely, right? But let's see how the market closes on Friday. Okay, that's the crucial element here, and I will update you guys going forward. Right, so just for the record, guys, 129 for dollar CAD. Now that took me like some 5 minutes to kind of deduce this, and obviously in the future podcast we're going to actually follow this, and we're going to see where this thing goes, and we're going to be able to sort of put this in a perspective. All right, so just again that you guys know that it is not difficult to do this, right? It is pretty straightforward. So this is Friday, and dollar CAD is now trading at 128.70. So if you recall, just yesterday I was saying to you guys, I expect us to trade at least 128.90, 129 handle. I'm gonna put an extreme of about 129.30. Okay, so right now, from when we spoke about that, we're looking at about roughly 60 pips, right? So basically, guys, I've just shown you how to make 60 pips in under a day, right? And I did that within about 5 minutes, and that's the point. The idea about market profile is to be able to synthesize a large amount of data very, very quickly and make a decision that is going to be 70% to 80% accurate. You're not going to be right all the time, but largely speaking, you're going to be right most of the time. And that's what we're trying to achieve as traders, to be right most of the time. Or else, how is this business ever doable? I mean, how can there be hedge funds? How can there be investment firms if you can't be right at least a good portion of the time? Or at least you can't, make the trades that are going to be volatile enough to make you the money. I mean, how is it going to work? So it means that you need a system or an idea that is going to give you a 70% probability that it's going to succeed. Right. So that's the point of market profile. So guys, just keeping that in mind, I think this sort of explains it all, and that is what I'm hoping to do through the Trading Titans podcast, is to be able to isolate some of these quick reads and show you guys exactly how this can be done. If you wanted a more deep understanding, more decent information, you wanted to get really down and dirty with this stuff, and you wanted to know how it all works, then you should check out our client room. It's kind of a live trading room, really, and we get to do this every single day, and we get to do this live. Any questions, guys? I'm here for you, so just let me know. Just leave comments in the chat, leave comments in the comments box, and yeah, we can take it from there.